Hi everyone, I'm Yishan, and today we are going to talk a little bit about infection prevention, especially during this time of the COVID-19 pandemic. In our previous videos, we discussed a little about the COVID-19 virus and the things we should know about face masks and sanitizers. This week, we'll be zooming in on disinfectant wipes. Today, we have with us Dr. Pang Yi-Jack, who will be sharing with us a little bit on this subject. Hi again, Doctor.
Hi again, Yishan.
All right, now let's talk about disinfectant wipes. We've heard about using disinfectant wipes to disinfect. Could you briefly tell us what they are and what they do, and are they effective?
Well, again, I believe people are no stranger to disinfectant wipes during this pandemic season or period. So what is disinfectant wipes? In general, disinfectant wipes can be divided into alcohol and non-alcohol. And they are these wet wipes that actually contain chemicals and alcohol or alcohol that are used to effectively disinfect the surfaces, meaning to say they can kill off bacteria, viruses, germs, and so on.
All right, thanks so much. What are the surfaces that people usually use disinfectant wipes for?
So before the pandemic, these wipes are commonly used in the hospital setting and household not as common in Malaysia, but there are people actually using this to cleanse like their kitchen or their toilet. But with the pandemic going on, these wipes are being used more commonly and everywhere. For instance, in the workplace, people will use it on their keyboard, on their mouse, on their laptop, and in your car, you might use it for your steering wheel, and for your personal usage, you might use it for like your phone, your wallet, your key, your other things that you carry around with you when you go out. So these are the places where people are commonly using it for.
All right, that's good. It's good to know that we can use it for almost anything that we usually carry around. Now, I have this question in my head, and I'm pretty sure at least a few more who are watching right now would have the same question. How do disinfectant wipes differ from hand sanitizers? Like, can we just squeeze some sanitizers onto some tissue and then use it to wipe the surfaces or whatever like that?
Just to be clear, we are comparing surface disinfectant wipes with hand sanitizer, right? So, well, the difference between surface disinfectant wipes and hand sanitizer, number one, will be surface disinfectant wipes are meant for hard, non-porous surfaces, whereas hand sanitizer can be used on your skin. So if you use surface wipes on your skin, what can happen is that it can irritate your skin and it can actually cause skin rash and itchiness. Not for most people, but some people do get this sensitive skin rash from using disinfectant wipes, surface disinfectant wipes on their skin. And number two, it's with regards to the ingredient used in the hand sanitizer. They might not be suitable for certain surfaces. The high concentration of alcohol in the hand sanitizer can actually damage finished surfaces. What does it mean by finished surfaces? It's example like painted or shellac furniture. They can actually destroy these painted surfaces and or further destroy the furniture, and then as well as some fabrics, I believe maybe silk. Yeah, if I remember correctly, silk, it might not be suitable to use it on silk clothing as well as certain other fabrics as well.
All right, okay, it's interesting to know that different disinfecting materials are used for different kind of materials. Okay, cool. Doctor, is there a correct way to use disinfectant wipes? And if yes, how?
That is a big yes. There is a correct way to use disinfectant wipes, surface disinfectant wipes. To be more precisely, I think the question should be the do and don'ts with the disinfectant wipes, because we know the efficacy, it has been proven, and then it does kill off all these microbes. So with the do's and don'ts, first, you need to know how to choose the correct wipes. So not all wipes work the same. So when you pick a disinfectant wipes, make sure they have the basic bactericidal, virucidal, or even fungicidal effect. And some even have like mycobactericidal or sporicidal function as well. They are usually written on the packaging of the disinfectant wipes, which you need to check. And secondly, not cleaning first. What do I mean by that? Not all wipes comes with the cleaning and disinfection function. Meaning to say, if a surface is dirty and full of dirt, you need to clean it first before you disinfect. If your surface disinfectant wipes comes with cleaning and, meaning to say, contain detergent and disinfectants, then you can use it to clean and disinfect at the same time. And number 3 will be not leaving it on the surface long enough. What do I mean by that? If you recall going to a restaurant, how do the waitress or waiter usually clean the table? So what they would do is they would spray, spray and wipe. They will spray and wipe immediately. So it doesn't allow enough time for the disinfectant agent to sit on the surface to actually work on cleaning or killing these viruses or bacteria. So if you remove it from the surface too soon, too fast, then it will not be an effective disinfection process. And number 4, not using enough. What do I mean by that? The wipe actually loses moisture as you clean, as you wipe, and you could potentially spread the germ from one corner to the other corner if you are not using enough disinfectant wipes. So what you need to do is you have to use sufficient. Let's say if you are wiping a 6-person dining table, and also it depends on how big your wipe is. The bigger your wipe, the less you might need to use it. So the idea behind it is that when you wipe, make sure the surface is visibly wet and you have to leave it to dry. Leave it to dry. If the packaging doesn't specify like how long you're supposed to leave it or how many minutes you're supposed to make sure that it's wet, just leave it and wait until it dries off. Okay, and number 5 will be storage of the wipes. Extreme hot or cold temperature can actually alter their effectiveness. So you want to make sure that you store them in room temperature. And sometimes we kept the wipe in the car, and when that happened, the hot temperature can actually, in Malaysia, the hot temperature, especially inside the car, it can actually destroy the preservative inside the wipes, and it can actually cause the wipes to have mold growing in it. So it is important to keep them in room temperature. Then subsequently, it is important to use it at the correct time. So when a surface comes in contact with raw meat, blood, and bodily fluid, like saliva or human blood, or when a family member is sick with contagious illness such as flu, it is recommended to disinfect the surrounding or the surfaces. And lastly, do not flush your disinfectant wipes down the toilet because this can potentially clog up your toilet. So avoid doing that.
All right. Thanks, doctor. That's very informative. Is there anything else you would like to add before you go off?
Yeah, well, as I've said said in the earlier sessions, if you have seen my video on not disinfectant wipes, on hand sanitizer as well as face masks, I have repeatedly advised people to get vaccinated, especially for the elderly. Register them as your dependent if they do not have MySejahtera apps, and make sure that get vaccinated ASAP. They might not go out that often or frequent, but they can still potentially get infected with visitors coming to the house or family members around them who are going out to do grocery shopping and stuff like that. So this can potentially expose them to the infectious disease or COVID-19. So do get them vaccinated, register them and get them vaccinated. I guess that's all from me today.
All right. Thank you so much, doctor. I'll see you again.
Thank you, Ishan. Bye-bye.
All right, that's some good info from Dr. Jack, and I hope you've learned a few things. Now, I'm going to get Miss Amelia to expand on the previous session. Hi, Miss Amelia. Good to see you again. Maybe you could do a brief introduction of yourself for those who are joining us for the first time.
Hello, everyone. Nice to be here again to see all of you. So I am Amelia Alcantara, the sales manager of SM Healthcare.
All right, that's nice. Earlier, Dr. Pang told us a little bit about disinfectant wipes. Would you like to tell us more about it?
Okay, disinfectant wipes. Some people think that when I use wipes, it's just like a disinfectant wipes. Well, there is a difference about cleaning and disinfectant. So I believe most of it, Dr. Jack have already cleared earlier. So let me tell you a little bit more about the disinfectant wipes that we carry in SM Healthcare. So basically, the brand that we carry is it's a brand from the UK. It's called Renat. So we have two different categories of disinfectant wipes. We have the IPA wipes, which is basically stand for isopropanol, and we have the Renat disinfectant wipe, which is basically non-alcohol. But then again, a question that people ask me, if it's a non-alcohol product, how can it be a disinfectant? Well, it's actually a special formula. So they actually use they call it biocides chemical. So what this does is that it will actually inactivate those pathogens that actually cause harm to you. So what you are doing when you use our disinfectant surface wipe, you are cleaning plus you are disinfecting your surface. And it's really, really important. Do you know that things like your basic thing that you're using daily has really, really heavy loads of microbes? Things like your handphone, for example, it's really, really, if you do a swab test, it's really heavy on microbes. So these are the things that you can actually use to clean your disinfectant wipes. So we have that available in SM Healthcare, and it comes in various packaging, in a canister, and it also comes in a pack. So yeah, that's a little bit about our disinfectant wipes. So on top of sanitizer, these days, disinfectant wipe play a very, very important role, I would say. And it's safe, it's effective, and it's hassle-free. Instead of you using, bottles of water, rag, and spray. So this is just one easy step. Pull out the wipes, clean, and disinfect at the same time. So yeah, that's a little bit about our disinfectant wipes. Reynard.
Wow, okay, that's really, really great to know. Could you tell us which is your most popular disinfectant wipe and why?
In the early days, I would say that the top sales or the top most popular wipes was the IPA. But these days, when people understand and realize the benefit of our non-alcohol wipes and the formula, it has grown in sales. And one of the key, I would say the key strength of our surface wipes is that it actually gives you a wider protection, which I forgot to mention earlier. Most of the wipes, they just clean. And if you get a better wipe, they are disinfectant wipes. So they disinfect, but it's mostly common germs like virus, bacteria, and fungi. But with our disinfectant wipes, it's a little bit more premium and wider protection because it's effective against spore, it's effective against microbacterium. So you have a better protection using our Reynard wipes. So these days, yeah, those premium wipes are selling pretty well as well. But
Okay.
again, even though it's premium, yeah, I forgot to tell you one more thing. Even though it's premium, it's actually pretty affordable. It's very affordable, actually.
Oh, that's great. That's great. All right. Thank you so much, Amelia. Is there anything else you'd like to add before you go off?
Yep. For those of you, again, last but not least, if you are interested, please do visit us in our e-platform. It's smhelp.store. Yep. And if you have any question, and for those of you, if you like to be educated a little bit more, connect yourself with our team. We are more than willing to actually assist you in any way we can. So stay safe, everyone. Take care. Bye.
Thanks, Amelia. Thank you for your time. I'll see you again. Goodbye. All right, and that's all we have for today. Thanks for tuning in. If you've learned something today, make sure to share this with someone who would benefit from it. Sharing is caring. Also, do check out the link in the description to find out more about all that's been shared earlier. This is our last informative session for now. If you like this, let us know in the comments and make sure to like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Finally, do take care, stay safe, and we encourage all of you guys to get vaccinated as soon as possible. All right, goodbye.